Hi everyone, I'm Grandpa Jake. I'm going to tell you about a new product from Holy Stone, and this is the HS150 racer. It's called the Bolt B, and I'm going to go over why I bought it and how well it flew in a moment. But before I forget, at the end of the video I give you some clips of it flying in the house, out at the play field where my grandkids, I take them at the schoolyard, and then in a little bit in my backyard. And at the end of it, I'm going to do a little slow motion video of it taking off and landing, just add a little effect to it, which is pretty cool. So first, the reason you can fly it in the house and you fly it also outside is they give you a variable speed control, which is really nice, by a thumb wheel. You hear that? That's the fastest, all the way down to the slowest. And if you do the slowest, basically it hardly moves, allows you to fly it in the house, makes it amazing to play with and learn in a fair-sized room, and then take it out, and depending on your environment, and I always recommend an open area, you can do some really intense forward flights. It's got the ability to do flips and rolls, and the other thing it does offer is what they call the headless mode. I'm going to just push it here. It's this little trim button on your left controller. And what that means is no matter which way your drone is facing, if you pull the stick towards you, it's coming towards you. And that's a good way to learn in the beginning till you get the hang of it. And then when you get better, take it off headless mode and you can fly it like a normal racer. This is a great price and a good product to get used to racing. I get into some of the really high-end racers which can fly upwards of 100 miles an hour, and you don't want to start out with something like that because first, it's expensive, secondly, you're going to cause some damage one way or the other. This is perfect. I was very thrilled. It gives you two batteries. Of course, one is inside there, and I believe they're about 600 milliamp. I'm not quite sure the exact milliamp on them, but it gives you between 5 and 7 minutes of flight time each, which is great. So all you do for that, and I'm going to unplug it here and let you see, all you do is pull off the battery out of the back, snap it in, you got one button push to start it, and away you're ready to start flying. They give you a lot of extra props, so double sets, and they give you a little tool to pop them off. Always remember, each one is tipped in their own direction, so make sure you replace it with the proper prop. The performance was amazing. Very, very nice to control. And again, if you have an open area, you can crank it all the way up to high speed, and you can do some really fast maneuvers. And like I said, this thing can fly up to 30 miles per hour, which is great. They give you a very nice instructional book, so you won't have any problems. Let me just go over one thing before I forget. When you do have it, and I'm going to just turn it on so you can actually see me activate it, then you turn the controller on. I always go with the left stick. Now you're connected to it. What you want to do before you fly, find a flat surface, you bring both of these sticks to the bottom, right to each other, and watch what it does. Let them go once it stops flashing. Now you're calibrated. It's going to give you a very nice level flight, and things are going to work out perfect. So if you want to get into learning to race, you want to get something like this, because it takes, I ran into a tree. I actually ran into my granddaughter. She didn't get hurt, but it hit her. She was videoing one of them for me. Unfortunately, it was my fault, and I shouldn't have done it, but bottom line is she's fine, and no damage at all to her or the drone itself. These little protectors flex, and you have no issues of really breaking the props unless you really do something crazy, probably fly into a tree full bore, but don't fly near trees and you won't have any issues. So they also give you a little book inside there which has got notepad and little memo tags if you want to write anything down, but they also give you some information, some phone numbers and addresses should you need help. So I don't want to take up too much time because the video at the end will really show the proof of how well this flies, but this is a great little drone and I think you're going to be thrilled with it. Whether you're a beginner, slide the switch all the way, actually down so that it gives you the slowest movement. Basically, it barely moves but allows you to fly it. When you get into the full pour the full level of it, it's going to tip like that, which is how my racers actually fly, because my camera would be out this way. This does not have a camera. You don't need it in the beginning because you're just learning to fly. This is a very fun little racer. So any questions, don't hesitate to write me. I'll try to help you out, but I think you're going to be thrilled with it. I've probably ran it through about 5 or 6 batteries and have had no issues with it. I'm very happy. So stick around, watch the videos, and any questions, write. Wishing you all a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.